Aquafina, I'm sipping 15, kept a weapon on me. Flow make digits, I'm on my business, stack chicken like what it's gon' be. Crew in the cut, hey, you want us, red run when I tell a peace. Love is love. Love is love. Adios.
Janus, hey, yo, WOLFE3Y City, back in the building. Yeah, career mode back. I'm actually excited. To play career mode. They've broken the game with the update, but what's new with EA, man? We just used to this life now, but we here with the Borussia Dortmund career mode, stunting in your city, man. Let's try and get the most support on this video, man. If we can hit 100 likes, that would be amazing. But I'ma just say let's hit 50. You get 50 likes on this one, you feel me? Let's just see, keep it casual, you feel me? Just some light, some casual. And also, question of the episode: who is your favorite Borussia Dortmund player, current or past, man? It doesn't have to be someone that's in the team now. Could be someone that used to play back in the day. Could be someone that played last decade. Could be someone that's in the team now, man. Just let me know who your favorite Borussia Dortmund player is. Without further ado, man, do have some little challenges for this career mode, because realistically this career mode is going to be quite easy. The team, I believe Dortmund's got one of the best teams in Europe, and I'm not just saying this as a biased fan. If you actually look at our squad on paper, it realistically should be challenging for the Bundesliga title. It should be winning cups in the league, and it should be winning not winning, but competing for the Champions League. So, you know, I looked at the squad and I was like, it's kind of done. So what I've decided to do is that I've decided to add release clause on every player that is under the age of 25. So every player that's in the team, or any player that we sign over the age of 25, doesn't need a release clause. I won't put a release clause on them. But every player under the age of 25 that we sign, or that is currently in the club that I'm going to be keeping, that voice break though, keeping, does have a release clause. And what this allows this career mode to be is unpredictable, man, because we don't want it to be predictable. I know within myself that some of these Donnies would not leave if I did not had like plank a release clause on them. So the fact that I've done that, it means that I won't be able to retract the release clause or offer them a new contract. Once the release clause is activated, they are gone. Yeah, we just getting that straight off the bat, because I don't want to see no comments too much.
You could have counted it.
No! Once a release clause is activated, it's activated. Player, say goodbye. You know what I'm saying? It was nice, but we move. And that's just kind of the process that I'm going to be going with throughout the 2-3 seasons that we do here at Borussia Dortmund, if I make it past that. So yeah, man, I really think that's just going to make the career mode unpredictable. It's something different, and it's using the release clauses in a way that realistically it should be used, because in Germany and especially in Spain, release clauses are something that are kind of common. In Spain, they have to have release clauses. In Germany, it's you know, it's 50-50. You know, you can do it, you don't have to do it, but it's kind of common in the Bundesliga. So yeah, man, we just kind of rolling off that, man. So yeah, we aren't going to be rolling with the 3-4-2-1. We're actually going to be rolling with the 3-4-3. I just want to make sure that I get all the players in that I need to, and then after that we will roll. But without further ado, man, I've been talking for too damn long. Let's get into this one. So I did activate the 60% release clause at the start of this career mode, which gave us 110 million to spend, and then I reduced the wage budget, so now we have got 124 million euros to spend. That's a lot of money. I can do a lot of with that. I'm not gonna say, you know, keep it PG out here. I think the objectives are pretty much what I had it in mind as well. You know, we're kind of on the same wavelength, which is expected because I'm a Dortmund fan, so I know what's expected of the team. Reach the final of the Champions League. That's a bit of a push, but I'd say at least quarterfinal or semi-final. The team can do that. The Bundesliga win the title, which we should be doing, and the DFB Pokal reach the final, which we should be doing as well. Within 2 seasons, have at least 1 player signed from the youth academy to the first team and play 50% of the matches in that season. Remaining season to do that. 2, brand exposure, gain 200 million from shirt sales, earn 170 million through media earnings. All right then, and yeah, finish the season with a 50%. I said 50%. Wow. Finish the season with a profit margin of 50 million point 5. Wow, can't talk today. Finish the season with a profit margin of 50.5 million euros. Flipping hell, that took a long time to get out of my mouth. Pause. So here are the players that we're going to be getting rid of this transfer window, hopefully. Marshall Smeltzer should be leaving us this transfer window. In real life, I do believe he's going to be leaving. he's kind of like an icon at the team. He's been there for a very long time, but of course we have Guerrero on the left, we have Schulz on the left as well. So Schmelzer playing on the left, it's not going to work out for him. He needs to go to a different team where he can actually play football in the first team for the next 3 or 4 years of his career. Mahmoud Dahoud, I am taking responsibility on Dortmund's behalf that we have flopped this guy, because he's 23, he's very young, he came into the team with a lot of potential. We didn't utilize that potential, we didn't really play him, he hardly started. I think Dortmund kind of signed him, or I can't remember who signed him, I think it was Tuchel, but I believe that he was signed as just a backup option, like purposely forever as a backup option. But yeah, man, it's not really worked out for him. And I don't see it working out for him, and I think he needs to move to a team where he can flourish and be the star. Man like Eric, you know, 65 overall, 23, say goodbye. Dominic Werner, say goodbye. 60 overall, 20, not making it. Ala back here, the amount of times I see this Donny in every boot, I just get out of the team, like you're not making it. Yeah, Luca, you're not making it. I'm sorry, you know, I ain't gonna be able to utilize or realize your potential, so say goodbye. My boy Tobias Rachel, say goodbye. 62 overall, 19, he ain't making it. Patrick, not making it. That's tough. Jonas Hoop, not making it. And then Kamal Bufunto, we are going to be loaning out because he's 17, so there is still a lot of room for him to develop, and by the time he's like 19 or 20, like some of these other guys are, he should at least be late 60s, maybe even early 70s, who knows. But we're going to loan him out for the season, as I will not be using him in the second team or first team. So those are all the players that we're going to be getting rid of, and I am now going to show you the shortlist. So what I really do want is a lot of teams to play a part in a lot of players to play a part in the second team, which is kind of weak right now. So I've got Antonio Marin as one of the wingers that I'm going to be looking at to bring into the team. I feel like he suits the philosophy and the typical Dortmund signing. Fedor Chalov, I found out about this guy from FM. He is absolutely a beast on FM, and if he's anything like what he is on FM, then he should be fantastic in this game. Fabio Silva, another wonder kid, 16. He's probably got recently joined, so he won't be able to sign him, but he's one for the future to keep an eye on in this career mode. Eddie Nketiah would be a fantastic signing to bring in as a backup striker. Can link up with my English Donny Sancho, you know, then we there. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is kind of a fantasy signing. Bringing him back to Dortmund would be fantastic. Can play on the left, which is a position that could be filled in the system that we're going to be using. Then we've got Hakon Evgen from AZ, a right winger from Norway. Norway are producing some fantastic players, man. Lord, they are producing some fantastic players. And you know what I'm saying? Like, by the next World Cup, I expect Norway to be a threat, man. They're going to be such a strong team. But yeah, another wonder kid. A lot of potential, and would be great as a second option, backup option. And then we've got Pedro De La Vega. I've got 2 of each in every position or more, because you know how the transfers like to hold you sometimes. But another player that I found out from FM, wonder kid, loads of potential, great speed, man is fast as hell, so having him, you know, on that right side as a backup off the bench, you know the rest. My guy's off. Dominic Chopin, I can't say his name. You already know. If you watch loads of career modes, you already know about this guy. I don't need to go over him. This guy, Saka, I'm a big fan of Saka. Big fan of Saka. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? If Sancho was to leave us, you know what I'm saying? Wouldn't mind Saka joining the team, you know them way there. Like, it would be nice, you know, English for English, you know. But in real life, I don't think that would happen. But in career mode, this would be a nice signing to make, so gonna try and make it happen. Arne Meher, another wonder kid, got loads of potential. He's German as well, which is even better. We are lacking depth in the midfield, especially if we do get rid of Dahoud, so having another German with potential that we will utilize is it would be a great addition to the team. Maximilian Eggs, you know what I'm saying? Listen, why this guy he's not left? Well, I know why he's not left, because flipping Klassen went up to him and was like, you know what, don't think you should be leaving the team, mate. He turned around and said, you know what, you're right. Klassen said, I know. He said, I know you know. That's tough. That's why he's still there, because apparently Klassen was the one to influence Eggestein to stay and remain at Werder Bremen. But I do feel like he would have been at Bayern Munich this season had he had not had that conversation. However, this is career mode. I'm taking him away from Werder Bremen, bringing him to Borussia Dortmund, doing the madness in midfield. For centre backs, I've got Van Hoosden from Standard Liège. Got loads and loads of potential. This man always ends up at Real Madrid in my FM saves, so he must be good, you know. And Sebastian Bornau, I know about this guy, plays for FC Kong, you know what I'm saying, got a lot of potential, 20 years of age, would be nice to bring him in, Bundesliga experience as well, you love to see it. So with that being said, that's the short list. Any other players that you guys want me to sign or look at, leave in the comment section down below, because you know what I'm saying, I do look at comments. I ain't replied in a while, just been trying to get back on my feet, so give your boy some time. So before we do end off the episode, I want to show you some of the players that I have parked a release clause on, and probably won't be changing unless their value goes up or things like that. But yeah, we're going to start off with Janus Sancho, who has a 164.3 million euro release clause on him, which I think is more than enough. I'd actually value Sancho between 90 to 120 mil in real life, so that is more than enough. If a team activates it, then they've been finessed. That's tough. Then we have got Julian Brandt, 100 million pound release clause, or euro should I say, release clause on them, which I think is very, very nice indeed to get 100 million for Julian Brandt, even though I think he's the best midfielder in the game. Then we go on to Thorgan Hazard. He already had a release clause, and I didn't change it, haven't offered him a new contract or anything. 54.1 million euros. And then we go on to Mario Götze, who also had a release clause on him at the start of the game. 37.3 million euros. HAALAND, I did have to park a release clause on him. They weren't trying to go higher than 55 million euros. That's tough, but I will be changing that if it doesn't get activated soon. You know them way there. Akanji, I had to park a release clause on him, 35 million euros. Zagadou, also had to park a release clause on him, 40 million euros. The Hood, gonna be getting rid of him, so there's no point in giving him a release clause, wouldn't have made sense. Is there anyone else? Balerdi has got a 5.8, but that will change over time, because he's only valued at 1.8 million. They ain't trying to see a 20 million euro release clause in him, you know them way. It doesn't make sense. 68-20 don't make no sense. And then I think there is more. We got Murray, release clause of 2.8 million. This was already, no, I had to park this one in him. I'm lying. So again, another release clause that will change over time. One of my favorite players in the Dortmund team right now, Giovanni Reina, who was actually born in Sunderland. He's got a release clause of 2.1 million euros. That will change over time as well. With his dead EA default boots, gonna have to change that too. And most of the players down here we're going to be getting rid of, so I didn't put a release clause on them. So yeah, like I said, anyone over the age of 25 doesn't have a release clause. Anyone that I'm keeping, or you, wow, sorry. So that's going to be it from me, man. Like I said, there are no fan objectives or anything like that, or any objectives that you guys need to suggest. It's pretty straightforward. It's all to do with financials and business. Any player over the age of 25 doesn't have a release clause. Any player between the age of 17, 18, etc. to 25 needs a release clause, even if they're a backup player. And I know some of you are going to sit there and probably think it doesn't make sense. You might be a young person who doesn't understand the business side of football, but that's kind of what Dortmund do. If you didn't know, HAALAND actually has a release clause in his current Dortmund contract right now. I believe it's like around between 60 and 80 million. I can't remember. So it happens, you know, and Dortmund are always known for letting go of high potential players, you know, Dembele, Aubameyang, even though he was kind of like 26, 27 when he left. You know, you had Pulisic, Mario Götze left us and then came back. You know, we're always losing key players that have a lot of potential, so something that should take place in this career mode to make it a bit more enjoyable and not so easy. Because like I said, if I had the option, no one would leave the team, because I love this team as it is, and I wouldn't really need to sign anyone because no one would leave, so it'd be boring. Anyway, I'm out here. Thank you guys for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I'll catch you next time. Peace. We back in the build. No, it's the city. We back in. Well, we're not back in. I'm just in. I'm going. Peace.